Eagles with the bright yellow uniforms. As for Buff State, they've got the dark uniforms with white trim. Our officials in the purple kits today. So again, glad you could join us here on the Empire 8 Network. Final E8 matchup of the year. Let's tell you about the players you got to watch out for here. Brockport will have to rely a lot on Max Voyer, who scored against Ithaca in the 1-3 loss. The forwards tallied 14 shots in 330 minutes and 8 on goal. But the defensive line has to stop possibly the best D3 player in the state of New York. That's Diego Rivera, first team all-conference, all-region player. 6 goals this season, has scored in all but one game. He has, in fact, scored the second most goals in the division, 2 behind Nathan Donovan from Wisconsin Eau Claire. Brockport gets to kick off first. Max Voyer lifts it up, and we are underway from A. Huntley Parker Jr. Field. Already they give it up and lead to a Buff State throw-in. A team that relies on a lot of teamwork when finishing goals. They are first in assists per game with 3, 15th in the Division III. Battle breaks out at the corner. Adam Webster, the Englishman, wants it. But Brockport takes it away and sets up Alex Rivera. Tries to move forward. A great pass. Is this offside? No, it's onside. Brockport trying to waste no time with Peter Tanaj to score here, who has 8 shots in his career and has never scored. Last year, a Fairfield D1 transfer.
Foul.
And a foul ruled here against Buff State. Sets up a free kick for the Golden Eagles. We're shut out for the first time last Saturday in the 0-2 loss to Sage. The indirector to be taken by sophomore Trevor Lagarde, transfer from Keystone. Oh, I'm sorry, correction, taken by Alex Rivera. Both sides getting very antsy. Again, about an hour drive between Buff State and Brockport. As Rivera boots this up, looking for help. A little bit too strong. Goal kick coming up here for the Bengals. Of course, the two schools played in one version of football earlier on. And, of course, I'm talking about the actual football, where the Golden Eagles retained the I-90 Bowl trophy. Now we move on to this version of football. Brockport regains it and now sets up a quick touch that goes. That went from Mauricio Lever, the freshman out of Port Washington. And now Buff State tries to move it forward, which they do. Sets up Diego Rivera from East Meadow. Tries to cut his way around one. Can he lift this up? He's the best player in New York this season, but it's too strong and forces a goal kick. Rivera's best performance this season was a hat trick against Mount Aloysius, whatever that name is pronounced. That final score was a 4-2 victory for Buff State. A little bit too strong. Going to be kept in bounds by Voyer. It's not, however, though. Still a B-Port throw-in at midfield. As it sets up Trevor Lagarde. The sophomore tried to go for Voyer in that right wing spot. Over the top. Is it over to Diego Rivera? Can he get there in time? He needs some help, though, as he's pressured at the corner. Terrific defense by Malcolm Phillips. And now the Golden Eagles look to move forward here. A one-hopper intended for Rivera. Or check that, intended for Voyer. Nice takeaway there as well by Trevor Lagarde. Common foul ruled. And it's against DJ Taylor, the defender out of Baldwinsville. as it forces a Buff State free kick. Believe this free kick to be taken by Manu Prieto. As that it was, lifts one up. A little bit too strong. We'll see who the last to touch it is. And it was off of Brockport, so we get our first corner kick of the day. Prieto to set up the corner. 18 corner kicks on the season for Buff State, up one compared to all the teams they've played against this season. Prieto sets up his man with a low arcer. That's off the chest for just a moment. Rebound, Rivera. Taylor with a terrific save. Rivera took the initial shot. And I believe Mushanga had a rebound opportunity, but Taylor is able to stop them both. There's a reason why last year he was the SUNYAC Co-Defensive Player of the Year. That one over the top of Buff State. Now trying to move forward once again was Rivera. Too strong. That's out of the ballpark, actually into the old ballpark, and stays with the Golden Eagles. Taking back to DJ Taylor. Barely kept in bounds as it sets up Peter Tanaj, who's double teamed for just a moment outside the box and taken away by Stasiuk. The Syracuse native has to move it back to Gomes. Puts one up, just ricocheted off of Ane Jadu. And now it's Rivera. Tries the left wing setup. Goes to Prieto, finds a way to keep it in bounds. Now has to try and cross. Puts one up deep in the hands of Andrew Taylor. Now it's some one-on-one play against, I want to say that was Tanaj. If not, it was Malcolm Phillips once again. This is Hadim Amar to set things up for Brockport. Phillips with the back pass, doesn't like what he sees, so Andrew Taylor hands it off to Amar. Tried to set up Leva out of bounds. Throw in for Buff State. Already the Bengals with 3 shots early in this contest. Brockport still looking for their first as we're just about 7 minutes in, approaching the 8th minute of play. A lot of pressure that Stephen Haven's dealing with. Put into enemy territory. Looking for both Rivera and Prieto. Taken away by Eric Ramirez. Good pass from Leva, wants Voyer. As it's clipped by Gomes once more. Voyer trying to take it back once again, nobody home. On the defender line once again, Mushanga, the South African, feeds it back over to Shea Worth, the goalkeeper. Another throw in for Brockport. Once again, Rivera. That went off the shoulder of Webster for just a moment. And now the setup to Diego Rivera. Needs some help, though. Could he go for Prieto? Oh, and bodies go flying. And nothing called again as Prieto went down. Bport now has to regroup here with Ramirez. Taken back to Amar. And now with the defensive midfielders. This is Trevor Lagarde. Up it goes. Is it onside, though? Pumping the brakes for just a moment with the shot. And off the post for Peter Tanaj. With probably the closest call to scoring in just about 100 minutes of play in the past few games. Peter Tanaj, the Fairfield D1 transfer, 2 seasons ago. Last year he had a couple of shots. This year he has 4 shots with 3 against Rochester. As here comes a corner kick for Brockport. This team is 5th in the E8 in corner kicks per game with 4.4. As that's booted up. Opportunity as that one called against the Golden Eagles. Max Voyer dealt for that. Corner kick taken by Trevor Lagarde. So now Buff State gets back to business after they allowed their first shot on goal, but a great save that came from Shea Wirt. Prieto in that left wing. Has Rivera to set up possibly, or maybe even going with the right wing as Taylor gets there first, intended for Adam Webster. Over the top, could possibly set up Leva. Now he needs some help to come in. Tries for the cross. Who's the last one to touch it, though, is the question. Oh, it stayed in correction. And now the setup once again to Rivera. Just barely off of Tanaj. Lobbed up by Voyer in the hands of Wirt. Good kick to the 50. Headed by DJ Taylor once again. That one was blooped for a moment by Gregson. Taking back Wozniak, a defensive midfielder. Jadu off the long pass. Wants some help here. Tried to possibly get it to Rivera. Wozniak also wanted it too. Regained by Gomes. And stays in. Now Brockport tries to clear it with Andy Cespedes. Resets back to Simmons. Or excuse me, back to Phillips. Amar gets it to Ramirez. Back to Amar once more. Maybe Phillips? Nope. Puts it up. Intended for Leva. But nobody home to help things out here. Now the defensive line regains it. Mushanga with the back pass to Wirt. Mushanga, a D2 transfer from Notre Dame, played a combined 40 minutes in 2 years and scored his first collegiate goal with them against West Liberty. Back to Amar. Boots it to Ramirez. As he sets up Rivera. Excuse me, check that. That's Lagarde. Here comes Cespedes once again. Tries to cut inside. Pass intended for Voyer. Intercepted by Wozniak. Gives it back to Gomes. Mushanga. Rushes down the pitch. There's some contact made, but then taken away by Brockport. That was Leva once again. Set up by Lagarde. Inside it goes, a one-hopper off of Voyer. Or check that, Rivera. Haven has to give it back to Shea Wirt. Quick touch from him. That's off the head of Amar. Good moves made by Leva. Throw in for the Golden Eagles. Looking for their second shot of this contest. All the shots both teams have had have come on goal. 3-1 at the moment. As we're nearly 15 minutes into this one. That cross stopped. Shea Wirt diving. Or just about fell trying to make the catch there. Make sure Brockport didn't have anything to do with that. Buff State shots so far coming from Wozniak, Mushanga, and Prieto. That's for Brockport. Lone shot on goal taken by Peter Tanaj. Set up at midfield by Wozniak. Lobbed up off the head of a Golden Eagle. Leva trying to get there. That he does just in time. Down the pitch it goes. A little bit too strong. Intended for Voyer in that center forward spot. As Wirth rolls it. Gomes launches one up. Intended for Rivera. Gets there first. Does he set the shot up? It's just wide to the right. And Buffalo's been there before. First subs of the contest, or do we have a player down? And a player down for Brockport. And we'll step aside here, make sure everybody's all good to go. Malcolm Phillips, the down player. Here come the trainers. Stay with us here on the Empire 8 Network. Currently 0-0, 15 minutes in.
Someone's coming in from Malcolm.
Yeah, 22. So Malcolm Phillips taken back to the bench by the trainers. First substitution for Brockport U's Finn Sullivan, the freshman out of Syracuse who played at Nottingham High School. Checks in for the Golden Eagles. Right now 0-0 as we are inside the 15th minute of play. Only game today amongst Empire 8 teams. Bunch of them playing tomorrow. Geneseo against Alfred State. Hamilton against Poly. Fisher playing Rochester. Nazat Fredonia and Elmira hosting Susquehanna. Set up by Amar. Gets it back to Andy Cespedes, now playing in a center back-like position. Taken back by DJ Taylor. A quick touch by Tanaj. Looking for an opportunity here is Voyer. Tries to set up Leva. Too strong for him. Now he has to try and get the ball in time and reset the offense. Taken back out. That goes to Sullivan. Writes it over to Lagarde. Taken back. Lagarde once more. And free kick coming. Down went Rivera. This foul against Ane Jadu, the freshman from Buffalo. So here comes the indirector by Ramirez. Brockport looking to strike first here. Ramirez just exploring where to go. Where's his best target? Here he goes. Looks to set it up wide to the left. So Ramirez actually took a stab at it to try and go for the back of the net. But his arc was just a little bit off. That's the second shot of this contest for Brockport. So now the Golden Eagles try to regroup. That pass intended for Rivera. And a foul all day against Zamar. Free kick for Buff State. Free kick prepared to be taken by Prieto. One of a few players that hail out of Portugal. So Prieto puts it up right there to Andrew Taylor. Amar gets it to Finn Sullivan. A quick touch. Leva, who's the last to touch it though. It went off of Brockport. Nice play there from Jadu. And now goes back to Brockport. Sullivan puts it up. Leva missed. And a foul against him. So turns it over back to the Bengals. And up it goes once again. Ramirez trying to get there. Lobbed up. There's the header. And tried to set up Tanaj again. Throwing again for the Bengals. That one against Buff State. Wozniak commits it. Drawn by Rivera. Sullivan at it once more. Draws it up. That goes to a nice move. That's Lagarde on the fancy footwork. Taken back by DJ Taylor. Tanaj looking for a cross. Who's the last to touch it? It was him. Goal kick for Buff State. Again, final game for Brockport in non-conference matchup. Once we get to September 21st, it is all E8 matches for the rest of the way through. Matchup number 2 on the road at Cuca. Buff State with a couple of, hold the thought there as Brockport nearly had a chance with Rivera. Good pass from Jadu, taken back out. This one lobbed up deep. That one taken, scored! Manu Prieto went from downtown. The Bengals strike first 1-0. Prieto in the left winger spot with his 4th goal of the season and the 12th of his career. The assist comes from Sam Gregson. Prieto second in points per game this season with 2.5. Gregson is second helper on the year. Onondaga transfer went 17, 10, 44 in his 2 years on the JUCO level. So Brockport down early. As the opening goal comes with 24:34 on the clock in our front half. Tanaj trying to get there. Off of DJ Taylor. Looking for more chances. Rivera. Andrew Taylor gets there first. Throwing, though, coming up here for the Bengals. Looking for an insurance goal early. And stopping the clock here. This down went DJ Taylor. Good sign of sportsmanship. We'll see if anything's dealt here. Clock is stopped at 23:47. As play will continue on. Amar. Sloppy pass intended for Finn Sullivan. Another turnover. Turnovers really have been the name of the game here in these past 10 minutes or so for Brockport. Buff State has taken advantage with a goal early. Now they try to go off to the races once again. Prieto looked. Good block. That was rejected by Cespedes. Here comes Rivera once again. Down he goes on the pitch. No call here. Here comes Max Voyer with a chance. Shot! No, wide left. Voyer with 14 attempts going in. 8 on goal. As we step aside for the clock stop. Yellow card against Salvador Gomes. With 22:49. So our head referee not too pleased at the infraction. So Gomes cautioned up with a, guess you could consider that as a technical. It is still Buff State ball here, so when it comes to that, you would have to guess that would be unsportsmanlike conduct. Taken away by Jadu. Tries to get to his forwards. Prieto, tough play to see if that was on or offside. But regains it. And good defense by Ramirez. Nice play there by Rivera to just get it out of there. And allows Brockport to reset the defense here. Gomes with the back pass to Wirt. Gomes again. Haven there. Sloppy attempt from Leva. Gomes lets one fly. And try to get it to Rivera. Another throw, and this time going Brockport's way. Look to get it to Leva. And then to Voyer. Good takeaway by Stasiuk as he tries to rush down the pitch. Back to Prieto. Again blocked by Ramirez. He has been using his body today, that's for sure. Rivera has an open man, Max Voyer, and a one-on-one foot race. Has to back up, keeps it in bounds, now needs the cross. But nice job by Stasiuk to keep it in bounds for now. Brockport, though's got it back, though, in the box. Down player for a moment. That was, I believe, Reinigo. And there's some harm there. Called against Rivera on a free kick to the Bengals. Buff State wasting no time. That intended for Haven. Then back for Gomes. He's got company, though, from Leva, and decides to give it back to Wirt.
Just let me know if you go anything different. I mean, halftime,
Just about 20 minutes left to go here in our opening half as we're in the 25th minute, about to approach the 26th. 1-0 Buff State opening goal scored by Manu Prieto, his 4th of the year. The assist from Sam Gregson. As Brockport tries again with Finn Sullivan. Doesn't like what he sees. Wants to get it back to the defense. Trying to avoid a turnover that would have been committed by Jadu. Good move from Cespedes. Up it goes. Looks for Rivera. Too strong. Throw in Buff State. Each team with 5 fouls early already have a yellow card issued against Buff State. Salvador Gomes. But the Bengals still looking for that insurance goal. Haven tries to set up. Nobody home, though, so Andrew Taylor plays a little patty cake alongside Amar. Cespedes back to Amar. Feeds it to Sullivan. Back to Lagarde. Gets around a pair of Bengals. An easy foul there called against Gregson as he held Rivera. Free kick coming up for Brockport. Trevor Lagarde to take it for the Golden Eagles. Looks for help. Sullivan trying to gather it back. Blooped up in the air. Sully heads it. Then a header back by Gregson, who has the first apple. Played off of Leva. Can he get there, though? He needs help, though. One-on-one with another Bengal. Finds his way around one. Leva's got a chance for the cross. Nobody home in the center forward spot. Ushanga now sets up Rivera here in 1-on-2. Heads it. He's got a chance to make it 2-0. Wide left. Great save from Andrew Taylor. Forces the corner kick, though. I mean, that's all you can do there if you're Andrew at that point. Second corner of the game coming up here. for Buff State. Gary LaPietra telling his Brockport team to be ready. To be taken by Buff State. Way short. Rebounded by Prieto, who took the corner kick. Has some help that comes in. I believe it was Rivera trying to bring it home with the header. Rivera gathers it back. Tries to set up Gomes once again, who is now playing in a forward spot instead of a defensive position. Kept in by Leva. And right there was Jadu. Nothing you can quite do about that. Shea Wirt back with it for Buff State. End to end. Once more, looking for Rivera again. Good touch from Rivera. And here's Hill, who just checked in. That's Brendan Hill, the senior from Webster. Ramirez has to get it back out to Amar. Sullivan sets up Leva. Tries to find his way around Haven. Trying to juke. And who is that off of is the question. Last touch by Brockport. Goal kick for Buff State. And subs coming in for Brockport. Two subs for the Golden Eagles. As Troy Gallagher checks in. And same with Gael Baraldi. In the 31st minute of play, still a 1-0 advantage for Buff State. Lone goal so far, scored by Manu Prieto in the left wing spot. That one out of play, throwing for Brockport. Actually, no correction, goes the other way to Buff State. And now we're just getting some extra tunes here by the referee with the whistle. So it's Brockport's ball. And a throw in. Tell him to move back. That was Ramirez. We do have a substitute as well for Brockport. Checking in is Julius Kemp. Made the all-defensive large school all-star team at Christian Brothers Academy. Take it back. Man, he scored that one up. Man, I'll tell you something. That ball went high in the air like Felix Baumgartner did. In space. Another foul here, this one against Sejan Magar. Oh, to me, check that out. That was on Ramirez. It's taken by Cespedes. That was a foul on Brockport. Each team 6 fouls so far. Here comes another throw in for the Golden Eagles. And a touch here. Brockport free kick. Wasting no time. Trevor Lagarde. Looks for help. He had Brendan Hill for just a moment. Good pass to set up. Baraldi looking for somebody. There was a quick touch again from Lagarde. Sullivan, meanwhile, feeds it back to the defense. Amar again. Tries to let that fly, and in the race is Reinagel, who just checked in moments ago. Tries to cut it outside, looking for Beraldi just inside the 18. Throw in for Brockport. Looking to tie the game up. They only have 3 shots today and 1 on goal. As a big collision. Rivera down. Cespedes caused it. And here comes the yellow card.
Yellow Brockport, number 5.
So it is called on Cespedes.
Got it.
The midfielder, only 1 goal in his career. That came last year against Cortland. So now Buff State regroups, tries to go over the defensive line. Rivera wants it. Andrew Taylor catches it. Taylor already with 4 saves on 5 shots that he has faced in 33 minutes of action. As for Wirt, 1 save, 1 shot. Ushanga. Oh, nice job in that forecheck situation. It was a good play by Troy Gallagher. If he didn't make the pass back, he would have had a likely chance to deadlock this game. Back up at midfield. Sullivan trying to get there. Here's Rivera once again. He's due up for a goal early in this one. Let that go out of bounds. He's able to throw it in. And we've got a substitution. 1 on each side. I see... Actually, hold the thought. I see Elias Bouchique for Buff State. And, oh boy. Just got to make sure I get this name pronounced here. Elvis Enchimirmana. Or no, I'm sorry, Shimirmana. I talked with Coach Lee Pietra. There's no N in that pronunciation. Take it away here by Julius Kemp. Tries to take it down the left side. Kemp kicks it back out. He's got an open target by Shimirmana. Boots it up, looking for help. He's got a header, too strong. That was Gael Beraldi looking to equalize it up at 1. That was a really good look. Probably the best look of the day for Brockport to tie this game. As trainers come out for a downed Bengal. That is Mushanga. Clock is stopped at 9:28 to go in this first half. We will step aside on the Empire 8 Network. Actually, you know what? Trainer's walking away. He looks to be good to go. So Wirt to goal kick it. As we're back to business. Throw in here for Buff State. Stasiuk throws it in off of Shimermana. Trying to get there for just a moment was Beraldi. And down went Gregson, a common foul. Buff State wasting no time. They want to get back to business. Rivera, nobody home in the right wing. Let out of bounds by Sullivan. Andrew Taylor with the goal kick. Under 9 minutes left before halftime. Sullivan facing a lot of pressure from Buff State. So that one goes deep back to Gomes. Wirt gets there first before Julius Kemp could. Sullivan with a header. That one briefly off of Jadu if he doesn't take it. It stays with Buff State, I believe. Sullivan decides to go with the back pass. Back to Amar. A missed opportunity from Brendan Hill to grab it, and it's an unforced error. Taylor there as that was Liam Malloy pressuring towards the net. Back to Kemp. Gives it back to Amar. Decides to go end to end. That's off of Baraldi. Goes back there, Sullivan. Touch from Lagarde. Hill trying to get there. Rivera takes it away. And now another setup by Prieto, who's got a goal in this one. Ooh, big collision. Somehow staying on his feet was Baraldi. I think that was Stasiuk that was trying to make the tackle. Meanwhile, a chance to get the insurance goal. That was Jadu, who was chasing after the net. Kemp. Try for the pass to the other end to Reinagel. 6.5 to play. Off of Sullivan. And subs on each side. Keegan Watson and Josh Bird in for Brockport. Joseph Desmoni in for Buff State. Throw in by Haven. Brockport's been putting a lot of players out there on the pitch today. A lot of the notable changes on the forward side. Brendan Hill, one of the players off the bench for B-Port. Buff State has not needed to change its forward line, as that got a little bit interesting. Well, I don't think we've ever seen that before. There's a first for everything. I wish we had replay mode turned on today, so you could see that one once again. That one off of Julius Kemp. Back to Andrew Taylor. Now a setup once again, trying to get to was Brendan Hill. Has to give it back to Sullivan. Amar. And the back pass to Andrew Taylor. Approaching 4 minutes left. As this one down and a throw in for Brockport. Big battle amongst the forwards here. That was Josh Bird trying to set that one up. So what I was referring to with that got interesting. Was it one of our players or Buff State's players? It was one of Buff State's players, took a bomb to the head Whew! I didn't see that. I was wondering why there was so much laughter going on inside here. As a corner kick coming up here for Brockport with 3:14 to go. Now I can understand why. Well, you may see that on another screen on Friday. Set up by Shamir Mana. That one off of Watson as well. Throw in for Brockport, trying to score here and tie this game up going into the halftime huddle. Up it goes, and then headed by Mushanga. Kemp. Back to Shimanga. Or Mushanga, excuse me. Taken back by Malloy. Moves it forward to Desmoni. As he just about stumbled for a moment. Malloy sets this up. Great tackle by Shamir Mana. It's one of the best tackles we've seen in this contest today. Gallagher as well tried to get there for Brockport. And here comes Malloy again. Down it goes to Desmoni in our first offside of this contest against Buff State. $1:52 left before halftime. Again, Prieto with the lone score, his 4th of the season. That gives him now a total of 12 points. Came into the day-to-day second in points per game in the SUNYAC Conference with 2.5. Stays with Buff State, and another Bengals sub coming up. Out went Prieto, in came Frank Colella, a senior from Staten Island. Looking for that looking for that insurance goal towards, I believe that was Isaac Felder. And that it was. Out of bounds, and they throw in for Brockport. Final minute underway. Here comes the throw-in. That one goes off of Bouchique. Sent back to midfield. Scorched up by Gomes. Throw in for Kemp here. 30 seconds left. Brockport trying to get on the board before halftime. Trying to get all the momentum back to them. Here comes Sullivan. Tried to cut it inside. 10 seconds left going into half. And there's a push there by Hill. That was missed by the officials. And the whistle was blown. And going into halftime, Buff State with a 1-0 advantage on Brockport. So far, the lone goal scored by Manu Prieto. Manu Prieto with the lone goal for the Bengals, make it 1-0 at the end. Leading the way in shots on goal is Prieto with 2, but also 2 shots from Diego Rivera. As for Brockport, 4 shots, 1 each coming from Eric Ramirez, Peter Tanaj, as well as Max Voyer and Gael Baraldi. And so the second half is underway. This has been pretty much a dominant Buff State contest, but with the way the score is, obviously, one thing could change everything here in this match. Buff State tries to set up with Liam Malloy. And this one goes from deep, as I could say, from Andrew Taylor. Good look from Salvador Gomes. Remember, has to be careful as he has a yellow card in the first half for a little bit of chitter-chatter. Guess you could say that the least. Buff State looking to go down the pitch here with Mushanga. Starting things off on defense. Now tries to set up his forwards. Good pass breakup that was made by Amar. Rivera now looking. That one lobbed up. Nobody, though, quite home. As it went, though, off of a Buffalo State Bengal. So throw in for Brockport coming up here. To be taken by Andy Cespedes. Also has to be careful as he has a yellow card in this one. Here comes Leva. Lets one go, but extremely wide to the left. For Leva, that was his first shot of the day. Had a shot against Sage. 102 minutes coming in for him in 4 games. So the goal kick sets up Mushanga. But intercepted once more. Gomes trying to go end for end. Ooh, as the bodies collide once again. Haven got lit up by, I believe, Shamir Mana. Andrew Taylor once more on the stop. As the clock stops. Just about 3 minutes in, we've got a Brockport player down. His trainers will come out to make sure he is okay. We'll step aside here on the Empire 8 Network. So player that was down was Elvis Shamir Mana, the freshman out of Syracuse, had 5 minutes against Ithaca a pair of games ago. And so Finn Sullivan checks back into the game. Next time we see Brockport soccer at home will be October 2nd. Second game at home of E8 play, that is against Houghton College at 7 o'clock on the Empire 8 Network. And of course, September 21st, Brockport on the road at Cuca for a 2 o'clock start time, also on the E8 Network. Here comes Leva. Needs help, but just went out of bounds. So Word sets it up to the right back. Goes deep forward, intended for Rivera. So had Malloy that was trying to get there. Throwing coming up for the Buff State Bengals, up a goal. Haven to throw in. Just tipped off the head of Ramirez as he's able to back pass that to Andrew Taylor. Blooped off of Sullivan. Another throw in towards Bport. Sent back to Amar. Looking for options here. That time was Bouchik. Sent back as Stasiuk looks for a man. Good tackle. Release to Leva. Trying to move things forward. Moved back out. Couple of touches. Amar now to Cespedes. Taken back out to Ramirez again. From Sullivan. Up it goes, out of play. Still with Bport. Trying to keep it in for a moment. That was, I believe, Maliniak. And offside is ruled here. First time Brockport called for an offside today. Big week here at SUNY Brockport. Of course, homecoming and family weekend just around the corner. A couple of your favorite teams playing here at home. Most notably, we'll have a homecoming game against Wilkes Saturday at 1 o'clock on the Empire 8 Network. Kickoff at 1, pregame at 12:30. And free kick coming up for Buff State. When called against that one called against Cespedes. Here comes the free kick. That one deep, then cleared by Amar. Offside against Buff State here, a little bit too strong. This play continues. Wrote a handball. And another turnover here. And now we have the clock stopped for the little little juggle afterwards. Diego Rivera getting warned by officials. Don't do that again. So now Brockport trying to go to work again, still looking to tie this game up. They've had 5 shots today. Only one of those shots have been on goal. That one called against Alex Rivera. Leads to another turnover. That one going deep. Offside, though, as Diego Rivera tried to go from end to end. Big battle breaking out on that far side. as it was between Tanaj and Bouchik. Bear with us as, again, we're pretty high up here in this press box, so sometimes it's a little bit tough to see the numbers here. Back pass that goes to Wirt. Mushanga has set it up. Big boot from Stasiuk. Going deep. Here could be a chance. Possibly the shot. Wide left. Peter Tanaj looking once again. That's his second shot on goal. Sixth of the 6-shot total today for Brockport. That was a great chance to tie this game up. Best chance that Bport's had as we're in the 55th minute of action. These guys are getting pretty aggressive as bodies collide once again after the whistle. Down went DJ Taylor for Brockport. And Mushanga took a lick. Hopefully he's okay. The clock has stopped at 35:22, and we will step aside and go Brock on the Empire 8 Network, hoping he's okay. Almost did it. Devin, you are going all in today, my man. So all is clear. We're back into play in the 55th minute of action. Cleared away as it's scorched up by Ramirez, if not DJ Taylor. Could be a chance possibly for Amar. Playing in that forward spot and somehow caught by Wirt.
So what? We just wasted 5 minutes and
Yeah. That's how it works with soccer.
So Buff State now tries to move forward here once again. Man, that's a heavy boot there. Almost what that. I thought for a moment that was going to go all the way to the 18 for just a moment as that one sent up to the moon. by Omar. I don't know what he's thinking there for the corner kick.
Basically shot it up there.
This has been a weird game today.
Yeah. Blame the sun.
Third corner kick coming up here for, third corner kick for Buff State.
I think it's 15. I couldn't be less sure.
Corner is up off the head of Gallagher. So that corner was taken by Rivera from the looks of it. And a throw in with subs. Foyer in for Brockport. And then Ane Jadu and Manu Prieto. So the two wings that were a part of some of the first half that helped as well. Make it a 1-0 game for the Bengals. Back in the second half. Off the head of DJ Taylor.
Got it, thank you.
Throw in here for the Bengals once again. Haven to throw it in. Taken down as Voyer wants it. Try to let it ricochet off of Stasiuk. DJ Taylor with the back pass. Nice pass that's set up once more. And a foul coming up here against Buff State. And I don't know what that was about. Can't see it from our perspective with the sun glaring in the press box. Foul called against Gregson. Looks like the two are trying to have a little bit of an MMA fight. Or no, not MMA. I'm sorry. That's a little bit too strong. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. How's that? Cespedes resets. A little bit too deep as Max Voyer was trying to head it without even looking at the net. In the hands of Wirt once again. Only one save, but Brockport trying to get closer and closer to tying it up at one and looking to end that 3-game winning streak. Buff State, no losses yet for them on the year, trying to go to 5-0-1. The Bengals looking for that insurance card and a foul. That one called against Sullivan. As Jadu was the one that went down as he's back up. Free kick here for Buff State coming up. To be taken by not Jadu. He was there to assist just in case. It was taken by, I believe Prieto took it. As that was a little bit too strong deep and sets up a goal kick for Brockport. But pair of substitutions as Julius Kemp checks in. Guile Beraldi also in. Beraldi has a shot just off a header that a little bit over the crossbar. Cleared away. Not bad of a dribble made by Mushanga. as he goes flying. Under a half hour left to go in this match between the two schools. Free kick taken by Prieto. See who this is off the head of. Off the head of a Brockport player. Corner kick for Buff State. Their fourth coming up. Prieto set to take it. Nobody home, but turnover and a foul against Buff State from the sounds of it. Here, could be a chance here for the Golden Eagles. Kemp racing after it. Sets up the cross perfectly. However, though, just in time for Buff State was Gomes to prevent a shot from going up. Pass intended for Beraldi. As two subs again for Brockport. Shamir Mana in once again after he went down on the pitch earlier. Brady Reineagle also checks in. Risky cross that was taken by Cespedes. Not cleared away just yet. Taken deep, way too strong though for Trevor Lagarde. And another goal kick for the Bengals. So his play continues on. Stasiuk. Good defense by Shamir Mana. Sets up Voyer off a good pass, but just could not control it. Gregson. And back to Rivera again. Still looking for his first. Can he get his way around a pair? That was a good cross setup. Intended for Malloy in that second striker role. A little bit of pushing and tripped up. Yellow card coming. Buff State. Beraldi drew the foul. This one called against Sam Gregson. It's the second yellow card for the Bengals today, and so a free kick coming up here for Brockport. Lagarde to take the free kick. Oh, nope, correction. Ramirez now moves to the other side of the pitch. Needs help to come in. There's a header that's just wide right by Voyer again. With one shot on the day, a sub on each side. 11 for Buff State. I believe 10 for Brockport. We'll have to see. Yep, it is a 10, so Adam Webster and Alex Rivera each in for Buff State and Brockport respectively. Another throw-in for the Golden Eagles coming up. Ramirez. Shamir Mana. Pass intended for the attacking midfielder of Julius Kemp. One-on-one chance. The shot. Taylor with a beautiful save. Rivera with another good look. Still looking for that first goal of the day. Again, he has scored in all but one game this season. The Bengals have had 5 contests this year. Drop pass by Kemp. Brock tries to get to the other side. That was a deep look. Sullivan trying to keep it in. Here goes Giraldi. Good setup. Goes to Kemp. Now need more help. Giraldi with a quick touch. Looks for Rivera. Back to Kemp on the cross. Takes it to the other side. Missing with Ryan Eagle. They throw in for Buff State. Brockport trying, but is not able to finish here. Only one shot on goal in this contest today. To the 7 from Buff State. Deep and out of play. Stop the Brockport. Brendan Hale for DJ Taylor. Ushanga. Lost it. Picked up by Brendan Hale. Sent it back to Rivera. Goes for Sullivan. Amar. Ramirez. Back to Rivera again. Ramirez once more. Amar looks on the deep pass, tries to get Boyer on the header. And Wart is there with it. Amar out of play, throw in Buff State. And that's off of Sullivan. Try once again with the Haven throw in. Gregson. Was that in the corner? Nope, out of play. Still Buff State on a throw in as it didn't cross the goal line. Rivera inbounds it off of Gregson. Rivera with 2 to deal with. Rivera, one timer too strong from Prieto. A good cross inside as Prieto took the risk. Stays with Brockport. Shamir Mana with the throw in. Went out of bounds. Voyer's the last to touch it. So another uncaused turnover. Shamir Minor trying to force it away. Back and forth they're going with it. Rivera still looking for his first for Buff State. Down he goes. That's ruled against Buff State. Brockport wasting no time trying to tie this one up. Kemp wants it. That's off the neck. The neck of Wozniak. Regained again by Amar. Prieto has to deal with Shamir Mana. And now Prieto looking for his second goal of the day. Tried for the cross, and first one home was Brendan Hill, who clears it away. Throw in. Mosh pit in the corner. Tough to tell here. Taken back at the 18. Hell on the clear once more. That was Jardu that was trying to come home with it. Another chance. Taylor on the save. I think that may have been Gregson as well that was trying to go towards the net. And it goes from goalie to goalie. Off of Webster. Rivera to try and play it. Ooh, down he goes. Actually goes Brockport's way. I think the whistle blew before the fall was made. So that would have been an offside ruling. A little bit deep for Voyer to get. Off the head of Ramirez. Jadu launches it. Prieto. Could he get Rivera to help in? That he was going for. Prieto can't gather it back though. First to it was Kemp. Clears it away. And it's off of a Bengal. Throw in for Brockport. One sub with 17:30 to go. Actually, maybe two. I see Cespedes back in. Leva and I believe Lagarde also checking in. So some of the starters today back in as we start to wind things down. 17 minutes left. We're in the 73rd minute of play. Shamir Mana to throw in. Cespedes gives it to Leva. Dealing with a lot of pressure and lost it. Rivera looking for the huge insurance goal. That would be big for Buff State. Look how fast he is. Look how he goes, but Andrew Taylor on a stop. As Rivera tried to go short side. Ramirez sets up Brendan Hill. Gets it to Leva. Finds back to Cespedes again. Rivera. Ramirez again. Shamir Mana. But goes brought down by Voyer. Cleared. Rivera off his head. See what Shamir Mana does. Gives it back to Andrew Taylor. Too much of a header is there. Some contact barely made between Gregson and DJ Taylor. There's a little bit of an arguing going on. Some contact that led to a no call. Rivera finds his way around Amar for the insurance goal. Wide left. Also a down player for Buff State. Under 15 minutes to go, the clock stops. And now with under 15 minutes to go, this should give us a chance to remind you of the new rule we have in NCAA Division III. When the leading team makes a substitute with under 15 minutes to go, the clock must stop. Back up Diego Rivera. Again, Buff State's probably their best player amongst the offense. Clock here again. Are we going to get an unsportsmanlike call here possibly, or a sub? Rivera talking with the referee. In that case, honestly, I don't know why we are stopping the clock there in that situation. Down went Gregson for a moment. Taylor to Shamir Mana. Could be a setup possibly to Kemp. A little bit too strong off the Lagarde. Goal kick here with 13 and a half to play. This one down around the 50. Off of Hill. Taken to Rivera. Back to Gallagher for a moment. Cespedes and Rivera. Try to move it up. Pass intended for Kemp. Taken away by Diego Rivera. Or actually checked that was Prieto, I believe. And that it was. We nearly lost it as well. Gives it back to Wozniak. Stasiuk. Ushanga. A lot of passing going on back and forth as the safe route is made. DJ Taylor back to Andrew Taylor. From end to end. Throw in here for Buff State. 13 shots, 9 on goal for them today. Throw in by Stephen Haven. Coming up. Tipped away and kept in. And a foul there drawn by Leva. B-Port ball. Amar sets it up with a cross pass to Shamir Mana. Put up by Rivera once again. Just off of Cespedes. Looped up. Buff State ball, foul called against Cespedes. Good move around there. Rivera looks to set it up inside. That goes to Gallagher. That's going the other way. Could have been close to a possible penalty shot there. Taken back by DJ Taylor to Brendan Hill again. Amar. Hill. Received back by Taylor. Lets one launch up. Trying to get to Kemp. Finds a way to keep it in. Can he get around, though, his enemy in Stasiuk? And another whistle. That's been the sound of the day so far. Whistle. Deep from Gomes. That one launched up, and it's in. 2-0 Buff State. So it is a huge insurance goal for the Bengals, just what they needed. Under 10 minutes away from taking their 5th win of the season. And play is stopped because apparently the flag was taken off the corner by whoever scored that one. I think we're going to get a look at this here on my monitor. So that was Prieto once again that just launched it over Taylor. Taylor just a little bit too far out in front. Gave Manu Prieto a chance to lob it up and put it in, his 2nd goal of the contest. And Prieto, because he put the flag flag off, automatic yellow card. A little bit of taunting there going on, I guess you could say. I think Prieto, without question, can be considered the man of the match. Rivera. Nice moves from Rivera at midfield. Now he looks to set up. Couple of zigzag moves. Here comes Voyer. This time in a right wing spot. Cuts it back. That was a wide open chance and missed. That was Alex Rivera looking to end the clean sheet of work. And a sub for Buff State, so the clock has to stop. As first time to say today we see Aiden Cristales. The defender coming in with 415 minutes. So Buff State under 8 minutes away from improving to 5-0-1. Brockport would drop to 1-4-1 and go down onto a 4-game losing streak. Here's Voyer. Trying to end this clean sheet. Trying to end this clean sheet. Trying. Then 2021 13-6-1, 5-3-1, making it to the SUNYX semis. Could this be the year that they make it to the championship game or even take home the trophy? We'll just have to wait and find out. Shamir Mana almost tipped back by Tanaj. As we're approaching 5 minutes left, 85 minutes in the books. Gallagher just trying to help set something up. Tanaj. Shamir Mana. And a quick touch from Voyers. He tries to set up inside the 18. And they were trying to go for him. That was the plan indeed. But cleared away. And now Rivera looking for the third goal of the contest. He's stuck in a 1-eye-3 and down he goes thanks to DJ Taylor. Diego Rivera getting up. He just wanted to take his sweet time there, I think. Same time cutting down the minutes to make sure Brockport doesn't get back in it. Again, only game in the Empire 8 today. Brockport and Buffalo State. Tomorrow, Geneseo at Alfred State College. Poly hosts Hamilton. Those two games at 6 o'clock. 7 o'clock, St. John Fisher at the U of R. Nazareth at Fredonia. Then an 8 o'clock game between Elmira and Susquehanna. All games you can watch right here on the Empire 8 Network. That one from downtown by Prieto, looking for his second hat trick of the season. That misses. Had a hat trick against Alfred. Subs for Brockport as Keegan Watson and I believe Eric Ramirez both back in. Throw in. Les Levo goes down for a second. As we're ticking down the final 2:40. Another turnover. That's been the name of the game today for Brockport. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that one goes around Taylor. And Andrew is down pretty bad. Trying to go for the block as the clock is stopped with 2:23 left to go. The star goalie for Brockport, who has not had a good start to this season, down on the pitch once more. So they may need to get the second goalie out there. A lot of options here. Could be either Dylan Lopez, Kristen Long, Matthew Sanderson, or Ben Kronk. So we'll step aside here real quick and come back to the finish on the Empire 8 Network. Good to see Andrew Taylor back up, and a new goalie is in for Brockport as senior Dylan Lopez from Yorktown Height is in. While we got a reminder of other contests coming up here at Brockport, you can watch here on the Empire 8 Network. Wednesday, field hockey against Ithaca. They had a great 8-0 win against Morrisville. That game at 7 o'clock here. And Saturday, a heck of a homecoming day we got coming up here for you. Football against Wilkes at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, women's soccer against Cuca. Man, it may be a good reason to have some whip-around coverage here. That's what we need. 4 games going on here at the same day. And then boom, 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 boom. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Under 2 minutes left. Corner kick coming up here for Buff State. Priao decides not to put that up, and it leads to a goal kick here in the final 90 seconds. So Buff State will be a team to watch out for, that's for sure, in the SUNYAC Conference this season. Actually, a bunch of teams off to great starts here in the SUNYAC this season. Cortland 5-1-1. We mentioned Buff State 4-0-1. Plattsburgh 4-0-2. Oswego 5-0-1. A lot of teams looking to take some donuts away from each other in that conference. As for Brockport in the E8, as offside ruled against Diego Rivera as we're in the final minute. A lot of answers to be searched for going into Cuca on Saturday, as Cuca still looking for their first win of the season at 0-4. Trying to end this clean sheet. Doesn't seem to be the case. Would be the second clean sheet of the year for Shea Wirt. Of course, will be his 5th win of the season. Final 20 seconds here. As it's a tough loss here for Brockport. Still looking for their first win at home. Unfortunately, that will not be the case. A 2-0 win for Buff State on Brockport. Buff State to 5-0-1. Brockport 2-1, 4-1. Brockport at Cuca, as I mentioned, Saturday at noon. And Buff State on the road at Houghton Wednesday at 7 o'clock. So that will do it for us here. Shout out to our production team doing a great job working behind the camera as well as our graphics. And that'll do it for us here on behalf of everyone at SUNY Brockport. Athletic Director Dr. Eric Hart, Associate Athletic Director Gail Bergmaster, Assistant ADs Kate Steiner and Steve Pike, SID Sean Kemp, Assistants Devin Maxwell and Liv Metz. Marty Sakala saying so long. A 2-0 win for Buff State over Brockport. So long, everyone.